Well, welcome to Space Jump. That's the real name of this. Okay, well, we're playing Krabby Strappers today. And I don't know if my controller's working. Okay, there it is.
Okay, sweet.
Let's start a new one.
Yep.
2 or 3.
2. Alright. It's file number 3.
Why do I start off with all these unlocked? I thought you had to do that.
Anyways.
Well, regardless.
A couple of facts.
Go on.
How about as we get this booting?
Okay.
Booting.
Is this your first time playing? No. No.
Producer on the game.
Hold on. I said no.
It's like it's a Zelda thing where it's like, oh, don't you know the story of such and such? And if you say no, it's like, oh well, here's the story.
Oh, it reminds me of the beginning of Pokemon. It's like, do you know how to use the map? And you're like, yes. And they're like, don't you just open it with X?
Like, well, of course you know. Then you just open it with X.
The cool thing is, you can jump in whenever, like as long as you have the controller plugged in. But if you want to just,
Bam.
you just read facts right now if you want.
I'm a big waddle do.
Dude, you're the best Waddle Doo I've ever seen.
So I like the idea of entertaining information. So if
Yeah,
you already
like,
know this junk, suck a butt, alright?
Turn the audio
And
off.
Watch another show with less facts, okay? Since you're so genius. But I didn't know that Miyamoto and current Nintendo president?
He's a chairman.
CEO Satoru Iwata.
Iwata,
Also
yeah.
a producer on the game.
I'd call him chairman.
Yeah.
So they both made this.
Yeah.
What about Hal? I
Well-
thought Sakurai made Kirby games.
I'm not sure if it was more of an advising role. Sakurai's the official director. Obviously, Hal's the
Do you want Cutter?
developer.
Do you want Cutter?
Yes, I absolutely want
I
Cutter.
wanted Bomb Butt. We'll get one up here.
Yeah, baby.
Dude, Cutter's awesome.
And so yeah. I'll give him a little kiss. You.
This is like real life.
Yeah.
More and more. See, you cut people and I throw bombs at them. It's like our real jobs.
Sorry, mother.
When we're not
Secret's out.
when we're not doing the show, I'm actually the Unabomber with a sleeper hat on, and you're actually a small knight who throws blades at people.
I'm an Olympic glaive thrower.
Dude,
It's like Olympic speed walking. A lot of people don't think it exists, but it really does.
it totally does. I've seen it. Okay, first boss, Wispy Woods. Here's some stats for Wispy Woods. He's a tree, he's made of wood, and he's also the easiest thing to do in a game.
He's just blowing little puffs at me.
That was like easier than like walking here.
I mean, wait, what if those were like carcinogenic puffs? What if we're gonna contract lung cancer several years down the road?
So it's like a long-term victory for him.
Yeah,
So he's the real winner.
he'll get the last laugh.
Also, he has a wooden tear, which is kind of frightening.
You'd need an industrial strength tissue for that.
He has splinters in his eyeball. Dude, island levels are so nice. I played this game. I didn't know what it was called because I was really young. Do you want bomb?
No, I
right.
like Mr. Sir Kibble,
Yeah, dude, it says at the bottom.
Mr. Sir.
You can use your weapon underwater, but I can't. And I'm the main character, so I don't know. But me and my brother, we had this game. We rented it from Movie Gallery. But we didn't know what it was called. We knew it was a Kirby game. And then, like, years later, we found it again. And I think this is the actual copy. But we never... we took it from Blockbuster, and we never paid the rental fee. So we just made Dad buy it, basically. So we got a free game. We did the same thing with Diddy Kong Racing.
Well,
Which was kind of...
you broke the law for Diddy Kong Racing.
Is that a law? Because they made us buy it because we were like, we don't know where the game is.
Yeah, no, it's fine, but Diddy Kong Racing is just not.
It wasn't worth it. I don't think it was worth it. I'm not a big racing game fan.
Look at that hair. I mean,
Dude, Knuckle Joe, man.
yes, that's a real $3,000 haircut, you know?
$3,000? Do they use dollars in Kirby Land?
Yeah. Another interesting fact about Kirby Superstar
It's destroyed.
in the PAL regions of the game. So
Yeah, like
North America is NTSC, but in the PAL
UK
region
and
of the
stuff.
game, that's phase alternating line, folks. In those regions of the game, it's actually called by another name, Kirby's Fun Pack. So all of our European viewers who think we're stupid and don't think Kirby's a superstar, you know, This is actually his fun pack.
This is his fun pack. I didn't know that. So PAL is like Europe and parts of like Australia and
Let's see
stuff.
if I can get a map. Let's see. A large part of South America, large part of Africa, Russia, most of Europe,
Looks
except
like-
for France, believe it or not, and Australia.
It looks like all of Russia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did I say most?
No,
All it is.
it's just like all of Russia. You
Yeah.
just said Russia, but that's literally all of Russia is marked on there.
Yeah. Well, you know, they got a fun pack. We got a superstar. I mean, you know.
Do you think that's some kind of like cultural difference? Like superstar sounds like an American term. Like we have superstars like Madonna back when this game was out.
Yeah, but that definitely might have been a marketing strategy.
Because like,
Certainly possible.
because I don't know if that term is even like used in the other regions of this planet. You know?
Like the ones that don't speak English.
Yeah, the better regions of this planet. The regions that are better off because they don't speak English. Also, I'm just taking all the powers. I don't know if you want anything.
No, I'm happy with my Knuckle Joe.
You know, I figured out a way for you to get a power. If you blow yourself up and run into an enemy, you'll get their power. And I forgot how you blow yourself up because I'm like, there you go.
That's how you do it.
I'm like never the second player.
You're
But-
just always number one.
Well, look, somebody's got to pick this team up by their balls and just go for it, you know? And
What a
Lord
guy.
knows it's not going to be Knuckle Joe, even though you're doing most of the work here.
I'm punching.
Dude, there he goes. Probably never going to see him again. He's definitely not the actual boss. He's dead.
As they mini boss, as they say, a miniature boss.
A baby boss, I think, is what they call it.
I just want to say,
Oh, dude, you threw him!
as an amateur game developer,
Yes.
game devs out there, why are your miniature bosses so large?
For real, though.
I mean, I fought some pretty darn huge mini bosses,
Like who?
and I suppose size is relative, but you know, I'm expecting a tiny boss here.
It'll be like a little...
You know?
It'll be an ant boss.
Yeah. See,
Dude, that's not funny.
commentaries on game design.
I don't know why I said that. So, listen, why don't you tell everybody a little about yourself?
Well,
Because everybody already has known and loved Brian. Also, a cow falls for no reason if you go up there. Oh, you're dying! Hit the rock!
explosion,
Dude, you have the best power in the game now.
Da-da-da.
You're Rocky.
Da-da-da.
Dude, if you do that enough, you'll like turn into a giant, beautiful, like, statue from the Renaissance.
Well, you
It's
can
awesome.
you can turn into well, can't you turn into Mario and some other characters?
Maybe.
My memory is failing me.
Well, I know they make a debut in like the King DDD fight. You know, like
Oh,
they're in like the. Did you fight in like a ring? You'll see. Maybe if we get that far. We're not very
Look
good.
at that, 8 tons.
It's hard to hit with rock, but it does a ton of damage.
That's 16,000.
Literally a ton of damage.
16. Ha! Ha!
Clipping. Dude. So how long do you think we should do? We can beat this entire game pretty shortly. How long do you think our episode should be for this series?
Well, I mean, you know,
15?
15 minutes or less.
15, around 15. So that's the mark for this one. I know Metal Gear's like 20 minutes and Pokemon's like 30.
Well, I know we're gonna bore people, but we want to do it in as reasonable like a amount of time as possible.
Right.
So
Like, it's like you have to go get your shots for like immunization, but you want to do it as effectively and like get out of there quickly.
Right.
It's like this. It's like getting a shot. Our show's like getting a shot. Also, they extremely nerfed the bomb power up in the remake on the DS.
yeah.
So I'm kind of glad to be playing this version after playing the DS version, because look how much damage. There he goes. You know how I know? Because there's an RPG boss.
Oh, the
Remember him?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah, shows is like the only like health bars aren't very common in Kirby games. It's usually like little
Yeah.
spots.
Like
On-
ticks.
Ticks. Yeah, ticks. Little check marks.
But-
Little circles. Little bullet points.
I love that boss, and when we get to it, I'm gonna be gushing because it's like just like a DOS window pulls up and it's like an RPG fight and it's so cool. And like there's this 8-bit remix of it in a 16 of the boss music in a 16-bit game, and I always thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
Because like they're trying to be retro in like a game that's considered very retro now. But like it shows you how much damage you're doing, like relative to the boss, and like you can do like up to 80 damage in one turn with the bomb, and on the
Wow.
DS version only it's like 50.
Wow.
Calculated in whatever crazy, math Kirby uses. But this looks like a good place to stop for the first episode.
Sounds good.
So, what did we learn this episode? We actually learned some real stuff.
PAL stands for phase alternating line,
Right.
and it offers sometimes better type of resolution comparatively to NTSC. That's very boring. So if you want more boring information, tune in later.
We also learned that food rains from the sky when you beat a castle.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs? More like
Heyo.
copyright for infringement. See you in court.
Literally.